Hi, I'm Joyce. I'm the energy lady. I'm a little hoarse today, and I'm going to tell you a very vulnerable story about myself. I seldom get sick. If I do get sick, it's usually because I have not honored my true self. If you don't know what true self is, I also have another word I use, and that is your knowingness, or your heart, or your soul. And if any of you have ever had an experience, and I'm sure whoever's listening to this has, where your soul, your heart, your true self, they're all the same, said, do this or don't do this. And you didn't honor that. Well, what were some of the results? There's usually a cause and effect. And for me, I had an experience recently where I went to take care of my daughter's children. And as soon as I walked into her bedroom, which is where I was going to stay, my heart, myself, my soul, told me, you cannot sleep in here. And I know that she has a lot of crystals and stones because she does healing work herself. She had a lot of them around her bedroom. Now, that's a whole nother video and a whole nother story, but crystals and stones are good, and they are good for different people. So different stones are good for different people. Those particular stones she had were not good for me. So I knew right away that was not where I needed to be sleeping for that whole week. My next option was to sleep on the couch. I thought, no, I'll just clean up the energy in the room. I'll cover up all the crystals. I'll be good. Well, it didn't work. The very next day I woke up coughing. And I ended up coughing all week long. I just got home Monday night and was hoarse, completely hoarse. Tuesday and Wednesday, I had to cancel all my clients. Excuse me. Anyway, this voice is coming out now, but I'm sharing this with you because I want to emphasize to you that when your heart, your true divine self, your knowingness, your soul asks you to do something or to not do something, and you step away and not do it out of fear or stubbornness, which was what I did, willfulness, or just flat out don't want to do it, or maybe it's because you don't want to have to do it because you don't know what the outcome will be. So there's probably a million excuses you come up with when your soul and your true self asks you to do something or asks you not to do something. You may have had an experience where you're driving and it says, don't turn here, but turn here. You know, I've listened to that and it's gotten me away from some traffic jams. But if I don't listen to that, then I end up in the traffic jam. So I usually am pretty darn good to listen to my true divine self because I know it knows. It knows everything. My true divine self knows what groceries I'm out of. I could be in the grocery store shopping and all of a sudden something says get mayonnaise. It's like, that's not on my list. I don't think I need it. And then I come home and sure enough, I did need it. Ever since I had that experience, I honor whatever voices come to me to tell me to get things when I'm at the grocery store. And that usually doesn't say soda pop and chips and candy and cookies. It's usually something that I probably needed in the pantry that my brain recorded it at some point. And then I was just being reminded. So this cough, this hoarseness is a result of not honoring my true self, of not doing what I was told to do, and that is don't sleep in that room. And I am not making my daughter's room bad at all. That's her home, and that's her bedroom, and it's her space. And all of her crystals and stones are great and beautiful for her. So I'll have to do another video about crystals and stones because there's a lot of things that people don't know and understand about them. If somebody tells you one is good for you, it may not be the case. You need to find that out yourself. So anyway, my Oh, I did have a cool little visual aid today. I forgot. This is something I use quite often in my vision board class. And this says inspiration minus expression. Oh, do I have it upside down? I do. There. Inspiration minus expression equals depression or disappointment. It's a great formula when I teach my vision board class, but also it's a formula for remembering and thinking and honoring what your true divine self is asking of you. If your true divine self inspires you to do something or not do something, honor that, or your response will be either disappointment, depression, or illness. I did have someone say to me recently, so are you actually telling me that this illness I've had for 10 years is because I didn't write the book or books I felt inspired to write years ago? I kind of cringed and I said, I'm telling you, it's a good possibility. And that's kind of hard for some people to take, because when people are really sick, they might think, why are you telling me this? But I know this way too well. I've seen it with family members, with clients, with friends, that when you don't honor that true self because you're afraid, because you don't want to do it, then it'll show up somewhere in your body, and it's not fun. So anyway, that's my little thing for today. Learn to listen to your true self and honor what it's asking of you. Have a great day.